it's Shawnee. Welcome back. So I just wanted to do a quick look and a quick chat. I have been wanting to use a palette that I did not... It's over here. I'll be right back. Okay, the Reckless Romance palette from Beauty Bay. I already primed my eyes with the shade Wheat in the Colored Rain paint base. And here is the palette. Soup's cute. All right, let's see what we're going to do. And let's see what I'm going to tell you. I jotted down a few things that I've read recently. Oh, you know who we gonna talk about? We gonna talk about somebody who should have stayed her behind at home. Okay? Let me tell you about her. Camilla Grabska. She's over in Ireland. I don't know that I've ever really, done a story about Ireland. I'm gonna use this and see what happens. I was trying to use it for something else and it didn't work, so, 12th time's a charm. Camilla is 36. Now, Camilla was unfortunately in a car accident about 5 years ago. And since then, she's had some trouble, of course, right? You typically don't walk out of those unscathed. Where should I start, y'all? I think I'm gonna actually start with this shade here called Paparazzi. So Miss Camilla, she decides, she needs to sue for damages, right? She's unable to work, unable to be at the same level of activity that she had been before. She had injuries to her back and her neck, which, is common in accidents. And she said she couldn't really work, nor could she play with her kids, that's a serious life change, right? It's not, you go from being able to do things to not, right? And here's the thing. So she was suing for damages, the upwards of, I think it was $160,000. But unfortunately, her claim has been thrown out. What? Why? Oh, I'll tell you why. It's because Camilla was up in the national news. You're going to understand why I said she needs to stay her ass home. Up in the national news because she won a contest. She won a tree throwing contest. Camilla. Now, why you do that? What? Look. So she was pictured. It's published in a national newspaper. It's all over Ireland, okay? And she claims that she was still suffering from pain, but the claim was dismissed, and they said due to the graphic nature of the photo. That sounds real intense, right? But the way they explained it is that here's the judge. They said she was, handling a very large natural Christmas tree, and it is being thrown by her in a very agile movement. I don't know why that gets me. They're just like, girl, you was throwing that tree. This woman over here pelting the tree, who knows how far. It's a natural Christmas tree, and I think it was a good height as well. It wasn't like it was, a desk height or a desk tree. It was a Christmas. It was probably her Christmas tree. Not only that, but Miss Ma'am was also videotaped training her dog for a couple hours in the park. I don't know who videoed. Somebody was out to get Camilla. It probably was the lawyer for the insurance company. Maybe they were doing a little bit of recon. I don't know. I'm just Camilla, you should have stayed your ass home. I feel like maybe you could have gotten away with the training your dog. I feel like maybe, you know, you could say that you took some real good Motrin, you know, and you were able to just hang on for like an hour or two. But girl, you can't be over here pelting trees across like state lines and think that nobody's gonna see. Your picture was in the national paper. You should have just been like, no pictures, please. Like, so girl, and maybe you were like dosed up on stuff and you were just fighting through the pain, but it don't look like it. I'm gonna go ahead in this shade here that's called Front Row. Camilla done, like, she messed it up for herself. She messed it up for herself. That's why I'm saying, Camilla, you should have stayed your ass home. Now what you gonna do? Now what are you going to do? Because they're not gonna believe it, anything you say. Like, is it, are you gonna, like, nobody's gonna believe you. If she has a partner, they're probably like, you've been sitting up in this house for 5 years and you're fine? I don't know. Camilla didn't think. This is the thing. People don't think beyond the first step. I've said that before. She must have been like, listen, I got strength. I'm going to Popeye this mess out. And I'm going to throw this treat. And sitting up there smiling with the little certificate. So we know it's you, Camilla. Your name's right, actually, on the certificate. We know it's you. Maybe she didn't think she was going to win. But obviously you did, babe. And they're like, you're super, this was a very agile movement. I don't even know. I feel like courts and stuff abroad, they're just so nice. Because imagine if like Judge Judy got this or something. But courts abroad are just like, you know, super agile, girl. Like, but now we got to go ahead and, you know, throw out this claim. Now I shall go into probably these two. And those are called Fling and Rebel. So I don't know what's going to happen. Because Camilla was trying to say, no. I still am in pain. Camilla, they're not going to believe you. They're not going to believe you. A whole tree, Camilla. A whole tree. So you went ahead and signed up for this this contest. Did she train? Like, I don't know about you, but I'm pretty sure I can't just walk up to a Christmas tree and throw it. And I don't know. Maybe Camilla can. Either into Girlfriend or Encore or both. But yes, child, Camilla, she out of luck. She out of luck now. You know who else is out of luck? Don Alfonso Raul Masamoto. Who's that, you're asking? Don Alfonso is a priest in Spain. In like the Don Benito parish, I believe. Now, unbeknownst to him, Don Alfonso was under surveillance by law enforcement. I don't know how. I'm going to tell you how I think it happened. But they were surveilling him, and then they arrested him. And he is charged with the selling of Viagra and other powerful aphrodisiac substances. I don't know what that means. What is the other powerful aphrodisiacs? what is it? And Don Alfonso, how you get it? Because, so he's a priest, right? Up in the Catholic Church. Don Alfonso, no. All shenanigans that the Catholic Church is accused of. And he had to add to the list. He had to add to the list. Don Alfonso, you know you're not supposed to be over here. First of all, how did you get it? How did you get it? Priest's not supposed to be doing that, okay? Don't y'all take a vow of chastity or something? You're not supposed to be doing that, Don Alfonso, unless it's a different sect of Catholic that I'm unaware of. But I went to Catholic school for like kindergarten through 12th grade. I'm not Catholic, but I know all the Catholic shenanigans. I could tell you the Hail Mary, the Apostles' Creed. I could tell you the books of the Bible from front to back, and I can go ahead and pray the Our Father like nobody's business. But I ain't never heard of a priest somehow getting himself some aphrodisiac substances and some Viagra. What you doing with it, Father? What you doing with it? But here's the thing. I'm like, how'd somebody find out? I think, have you ever been to confession? I've been in a little confession cubicle thing. You can't really do nothing if you're non-Catholic. They're just going to be like, go forth, my child, whatever. But here's what you do if you've never been. So it's like a little closet, right? And on one side is the priest. And then there's like this, like, sort of like meshy, cagey window. And then there's you, right? Usually the priest is facing that way and you're facing this way. And you walk in and you're like, forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. And then the father is like, tell me your sins, child. And so you do, right? You tell them, girl, this is what happened. This is what I was doing, okay? And then they're like, say, 12 Hail Mary, throw in a little bit of Apostles' Creed and 15 Our Fathers, and make sure you hold up that rosary while you're doing it, right? Because the rosary, every bead signifies something, okay? So I'm wondering, how did he like figure out who wanted some of these aphrodisiacs? How did he get them to the person? I'm just like, did the person come in and be like, Father, like, I'm having some issues, and, do you know anyone who might be able to help me pursue some assistance? I'm curious, and I'm like, were people like, hey, go to Don Alfonso. Don't go to Don Pablo. Go to Don Alfonso. He gonna hook you up. Like, what? How did it happen? I really want to know. I really want to know how it happened. Like, I want to know the ins and outs. And of course, the diocese is like, we are just devastated and surprised and disappointed. And so, of course, Don Alfonso has now, he's out on bond. I don't know if the other pastors bonded him out. But he's definitely not preaching, okay? He's not doing a little sermon, a little, liturgy. I don't know. He's not doing anything liturgical. But he is receiving psychological and spiritual counseling. If you in the church, you know that they always say that about something. So-and-so is getting, they're under some spiritual counseling with the elders of the church. That's like literally always the response. We are taking this under serious advisement, and Pastor so-and-so is going to be focusing on spiritual counseling with the help of his family. Y'all know Don Alfonso was over there doing some shady stuff. Oh, I forgot to mention the other part. So he wasn't arrested alone. It wasn't just him. He was arrested with this other dude who allegedly is his boyfriend. Now, I think the current pope is cool But historically, Catholic Church ain't down with that, you know? And Don Alfonso, he know because he has a degree in dogmatic theology. That seems real serious. I should probably look up exactly what it means. But my first reaction is like, oh, that's serious. Like, that's not just regular old theology. Dogmatic theology. Child, so we don't know what's going to happen to Don Alfonso. I mean, he probably just going to be transferred to another parish. That's how they be doing it, allegedly. But let me tell you something. These pastors, there was another one in Connecticut that was up here selling meth. Meth. Crystal meth. Liquid and solid form, I guess. And you should see him in his mugshot. He don't look not one bit holy. Dead. I don't know what's happening in the world, y'all. Listen, do you, boo? Because you know what? A lot of times these people up in the pulpit, shoot, they just be as bad or worse than some of us sitting out there in the pews. Now, the guy in Connecticut, like, I'm not okay with that. Like, don't be selling people no daggone meth. Don Alfonso, though, I'm like, all right, dude. I'm not hurting anybody. I hope. You know, get your coin. I'm just wondering about the process, and apparently he was hiding it in like his parish home, you know, because they be putting the priests up so they could live somewhere. So he was hiding it there, child, because that's not your house, that's the church's house. I'm not ever gonna forget his name, Don Alfonso Raul Masamoto. I don't know what they're gonna do to you, Don Alfonso. I don't think you're gonna be preaching there no more. But again, like I said, they probably just gonna transfer him to another parish. Those parishioners gonna be real mad because that was their go-to guy, and somebody must have been mad about, like, they didn't get enough or it didn't work or something, because how they find out? How did they, or did Don Alfonso's partner turn on him? I'm just curious. I'm curious as to how all of this went down. Let me know your theories, okay? I like hearing, because y'all often have, like, information that I'm not privy to, and so you just, like, know things that I'm just like, what? I don't get it. So please help me understand how, let me know how you think this happened, is essentially what I'm saying. I know when I was in elementary, middle, junior high, whatever, I don't know, when I was K through 8. So it was a Catholic school, right? And so the priest had a little, what is happening? I'm like, okay, it didn't break. They had a little, I guess their little house, is it called the rectory? I don't even remember, but sometimes you had to go take a note to, like, Father Abraham. So you had to go up over there and give him the note, and it was, like, real cool because that meant you got to be out of class for a little bit. I think that only really started, like, in 6th grade or something. I don't know, but you and your friend could go and, like, skip and, you know, go, and this is for Father Abraham, and then you have to go back to class. But that's all I think I was gonna say about that. But yeah, girl, Don Alfonso, I think his preaching days are over, but you know what? He could probably now get into sales. Okay, he could get into sales. And I'm real curious as to what are those other powerful aphrodisiac substances. What are they? I wonder if he was like giving discounts. I wonder if he got a discount if he like went to the person that he gets his stash from and he was like, I'm a priest. Are there any like holy discounts? Was he just like passing them through the little gate thing in like a little envelope? Like, remember that guy who was giving samples of cocaine in a little like envelope you could get off Amazon? I'm curious. You know what though? I kind of feel like it's a lover spat, and the boyfriend got real upset because that's something we would do, right? Oh, for real? You want to go talk to her? How about I got to go tell these people that you over here selling aphrodisiacal substances? That's what I'm gonna do. I feel like I understand the petty of that. That's the only thing I can think. That's the only thing I can think. Like, what else? Because also they didn't put the boyfriend name in the paper. He's a CI. He's a confidential informant. Put money on that. I would put money on it. It's the boyfriend. That's what I would do. I'd be like, listen, I have been involved in this little thing going on. But he tried to, he being a fool. So you know what I'm going to do. That's one of those, if I'm going down, I'm taking you with me. Wait a minute. Okay, now I want to know about the boyfriend. I know this is none of my business, but is he another priest? Or, ooh, Father Alfonso. It better not be one of the parishioners. Okay? Where he meet this man at? I know there's like Christian mingle or whatever, but where he meet this man at? Father Alfonso, you not on the job. You not doing your job. You over here having a good old time. Which as you should, okay? Listen, Jesus hung out with his friends. But I don't know, y'all. I'll let you know what's happening with Don Alfonso. I have another update. It has to be quick because I have this meeting coming up. Remember we talked about those 5 parrots, and I don't remember where they were, but remember the names were Billy, Elsie, Eric, Jade, and Tyson. So they were cursing parrots, right? They would be like, F you, up in the cage and everything, and they would just kind of like, what's the word? Like they would just encourage each other to be cussing at the people coming to the zoo. So the zoo people decided, we're going to separate these jokers because you doing too much, okay? People getting cussed out just when they're trying to come and see a parrot. So they've separated them, and they're like, ooh, we hope this works. It could backfire, and then we have like 100 parrots cussing us out. So it seems like it's right. It seems like they're coming down a little bit in their shenanigans. Now, last time I said that I thought Jade was the lead ringer. I thought, and I'm still thinking it because one of the parrots apparently, instead of cussing, now all they're doing is singing, we wish you a Merry Christmas. That is purposeful. Jade knows what she's doing. Jade is going to cause a ruckus everywhere she goes. I swear it's Jade. Tell me who you think it is. Some people thought it was Jade. I think some people thought it was Eric. But is it Billy, Elsie, Eric, Jade, and Tyson? Now I'm feeling like it might be Elsie. Because Elsie's like, I'm not going to let my girl Jade go down for this by herself. Why do I see myself in so many of these things? Like, I sure would be singing We Wish You a Merry Christmas. Oh, we wish you a Merry Christmas. It's gotta be either Jade or Elsie. It's gotta be either Jade or Elsie. That's who I'm picking. I feel like Billy, Eric, and Tyson, they scary. They not gonna do nothing. They too scared. But Jade and Elsie, they're like, listen, we're gonna cause a ruckus. Let me go ahead and finish this makeup. And also I need to get on this meeting. I'll be right back. So here's the finished look. The lipstick I have on is Velvet Myth from Lisa Eldridge. And yeah, same thing on my face as per usual. I used the Marc Jacobs Extra Shock Concealer, and I went in with the Tom Ford Traceless Soft Matte Foundation, really getting into my like lighter coverage era, and I think it still looks good. I used my Danessa Myricks contour balm. I've like broken this a little bit, so I don't want to. There's that. This is shade D2, I believe. Deep 2. And I also used Danessa Myricks Blurring Flush in Dancing Queen. Okay, I think that is it. I hope that some of this was helpful, and I also hope that you're continuing to take care of yourself. Let me know your take on some of these stories. I'm curious, because I feel like one of you is going to explain something and it's going to blow my mind and help me understand these shenanigans a little bit better. I would love it if you liked the video, and I would love it even more if you subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.